So, coming to you live from the gym in Summer Park this morning. The 343 commitment and still counting, 110 floors for our brother, Staten Island Blue Thunder Rescue 5, Lieutenant Michael Russo, part of Special Operations Command. This climb is dedicated to his wife Teresa and son Michael Jr. So, a total of 7 verticals will take us to the 101st floor, and 9 floors after that, and we'll be complete. For our brother, who is 44 years old, and during his response to 9/11. So we'll get that first vertical kicked off shortly, and off we go. Dedicating this to his family, the FDNY, Special Operations Command, with Rescues 1 through 5, the squads, Hazmat Company 1, the Marine Unit, and here we go, first vertical. So this climb is for Lieutenant Michael Russo. Our brother was on Blue Thunder, Staten Island's Rescue 5 on 9/11, responding to the worst terrorist attack on U.S. soil as part of the greatest rescue effort in United States history. Upwards of 25,000 were saved because of bravery, valor, and heroism that was shown. As I said before, part of Special Operations Command, you got Rescues 1, outstanding, Rescue 2, the Bulldogs, Rescue 3, Big Blue, Rescue 4 Popeye, and Rescue 5, Blue Thunder. Additionally, he was assigned to Squad 1 prior to Rescue 5 out of Slope Park, Brooklyn, or Park Slope, Brooklyn, one of those two. And so he was on the squad, the same squad as Gary Box and Steven Siller. Right now, this climb is to carry our brother symbolically beside me to the top of the World Trade, the 110th floor. This climb is given in honor and respect for those sacrifices made so that others could live. Right now, Lieutenant Michael Russo, Blue Thunder, Rescue 5, out of Staten Island, is taking that journey as the second to last brother for Blue Thunder. I believe the last climb I have for Rescue 5 is our brother, I'm going to butcher this one, Taraskowitz, I believe is how you say his last name, which he'll take his turn once we get there. But another brother from Special Operations Command is taking that vertical for his wife Teresa, son Michael Jr., who was actually born on Lieutenant Russo's birth date on June 22nd, to his wife Teresa, who was a nurse, And our brother, who once he became a father, it said he rearranged his entire schedule and became Mr. Mom. Teresa said that it was nice that he was able to take care of her and their son. Another thing I found out, Lieutenant Russo, I believe, had just gotten certified as an LPN prior to 9/11. And right now, this is his climb, carrying his footsteps to the top of the tower as we tell his story. This is a 291st climb now, with 52 brothers left to be carried to the top of the tower. Pushing them all the way with honor and respect. One at a time they go. Their stories told. For the families to know, his wife Teresa and son Michael Jr., that your husband and father will never be forgotten. It said that our brother had a love for older things. He had a Volkswagen Carmen Ghia that he had bought for $500, and it was an old rust bucket. Said it was totally rusted out, no floor, just a complete shell. But our brother put so much love into it that it became a summer ride. It said that he and his wife, Teresa, loved to sailboat on the Long Island Sound, take motorcycle rides, and have Coronas and crab cakes while they talked about their future together. This is for our brother, for his family, for the FDNY, and our country to know that 19 years and counting, he has not just become a picture on a wall or a name on a plaque. His story is being told. So we will always carry them forward. This is the 343 commitment and still counting. 110 floors. Memorial stair climb for Lieutenant Michael Russo, FDNY, Rescue 5, Blue Thunder, out of Staten Island. Taking them up all the way to the top. This is why we climb, to tell their stories, so they will never be forgotten, but instead they'll always be remembered. The 343 commitment, initial climbs prior to the ad still counting. Those who worked the pile at ground zero for days, weeks, and months until the operation was declared complete. Those who succumbed to 9/11 cancer and illnesses will take their turn after the initial commitment, one at a time, to as best as I can tell their stories, so they will also always be remembered and never forgotten. This is the reason we climb around the U.S. on this stair climber and runs across the U.S. in honor of the brothers from 9/11 and the end still counting. This is why we push ourselves to finish their climbs, symbolically carrying them to the 110th floor So they reached the top. No matter where they were, on the ground floor, in the towers, we carry them all the way to the top. This is why we climb. We're outstanding. The Bulldogs, Big Blue, Popeye, and Blue Thunder. The rescues to the squads, Hazmat Company 1, and the Marine units. Pushing them up all the way. Dedicated to our brother, who was 44 years old on 9/11. Responded on Rescue 5, Blue Thunder, out of Staten Island. Went to work as part of the greatest rescue effort in the United States history, where upwards of 25,000 were saved because of that bravery, valor, and heroism that was shown. Our brother loved to play golf, scuba diving, he went skiing, loved to take motorcycle rides with Teresa, and sailing on the Long Island Sound with his wife Teresa. He was a father to Michael Jr., who was born on his birthday on June 22nd. A great father who rearranged his complete work schedule so that he could be Mr. Mom, as he called it, and raise Michael Jr. But instead he didn't just stay there at the house with his son. He was always showing him off, taking him to the firehouse and spending quality time. It said when he and Teresa met 5 years earlier, they met with Lieutenant Russo, just had coming off of a fire, and he was in a flannel shirt and an old cap, and it said that he smelled like smoke. He had deep, deep blue eyes, from what Teresa had said. Taking him up with honor and respect for the sacrifices made so that others could live. One at a time they climb. One at a time their story is told until they all reach the top. And the initial 343 commitment prior to taking up the ant still counting. Going vertical for our brother, Lieutenant Michael Russo, Staten Island, Blue Thunder, Rescue 5. One step to the next, towards that next floor for our brother. On the fourth to last vertical, getting in the over halfway point of this 110 floor climb. Given with honor and respect for our brother, for his wife Teresa and son Michael Jr., who would be a young adult now. Taking him up. Finishing his footsteps. This is why we climb. All right, so we've now finished the halfway point for this climb for Lieutenant Michael Russo, who was initially assigned to Brooklyn's Squad 1 and Park Slope prior to moving over to Staten Island's Rescue 5. Taking him up one step at a time towards that next vertical. Down to 3 verticals left prior to the last 9 floors in this 110 floor memorial stair climb for Lieutenant Russo, part of Special Operations Command. Our brother was a technical specialist in high angle, confined space, low angle, trench, and also dive rescue. Our brother enjoyed playing golf, which he taught Teresa how to play golf after she had gotten some new clubs. Being a father to Michael Jr., restoring old things. Our brother bought a Volkswagen Carmen Ghia for $500 at the time, which was completely rusted out. Didn't have a floor. It was basically a shell of a car. And our brother put his love into it, and it said, once it was done, he had a nice little summer ride-around vehicle. Our brother loved cooking, sharing recipes that he cooked from a Bon Appetit magazine, I believe it was, for cookbook. And this is his climb. Give respect to our brother's life and his legacy. His story is being told, so he will never be forgotten, but always remembered. This is why we climb, to continue to tell their stories. To let others learn about our brothers, their families, and their lives. This is his climb. Finishing those footsteps as those who come before, with 290 brothers already waiting at the top. The 291st is going up now with 52 brothers left to go vertical. All right, now we have the last 2 verticals out of the 7. Right now we're taking our brother from Rescue 5, Staten Island's Blue Thunder, part of Special Operations Command, Heavy Rescue. Rescue 1, outstanding. Rescue 2, the Bulldogs. Rescue 3, Big Blue. Rescue 4, Popeye. And Rescue 5, our brother's truck, Blue Thunder. The heavy rescues, along with the squads, which, to name a few, Squad 18, Squad 1, Squad 61, Squad 252, Squad 41, and the list goes on with Hazmat Company 1 and the Marine units under Special Operations Command. And I believe there was a new Squad 8 there in Staten Island. Taking him up all the way to the top to finish his footsteps and complete this climb. Symbolically carrying him up right now with me. We're going to the 110th floor. With honor and respect given, this is the 343 commitment. Coming to you live in the gym at Solon Park, New Mexico for our brother, Lieutenant Michael Russo, Blue Thunder. And our brother is the second to last brother for full accountability for Rescue 5. The last brother is going to be Taraskowitz, I believe is how you say it. And then we'll have complete and full accountability. Going there now with honor and respect. Taking him up to the very top for his wife Teresa and son Michael Jr., who was born on June 22nd, our brother's birthday. They share the same date of birth outside of the year, but the month and the day was the exact same. Our brother, who became Mr. Mom to his son, Michael Jr., rearranged his schedule so he could fit it in with his wife's as a nurse and his schedule. It said that Teresa enjoyed Michael being able to take care of her and taking care of their son. Pushing it to the very top, going towards that last vertical after this little bit of a smaller push. Now at the 86th floor, going towards a 100 on first floor. For our brother, deserving this climb with honor and respect given for his time of service with the FDNY. Our brother was 44 years old. It said in high school and in college, he was a pole vaulter. Very athletic. He enjoyed playing golf, skiing, as in like skiing, like winter sports, and scuba diving. He loves his family, his extended family, his wife and his son, and the job. I read an article that said, he said he'd always come home. Teresa had mentioned that after she went to ground zero, he had made his way home. This climb is in honor and respect for the sacrifices made so that others could live. My brother was 44 years old. Got on with the FDNY, served under Squad 1, and after that went to Rescue 5, Staten Island's Blue Thunder. This is the last vertical now, the last push to go into the 101st floor before the last 9 floors. Go in there with honor and respect, all the way to the top to finish this climb for our brother who deserves to be carried and his story to be told. We're almost there. Only a few floors left. This is why we climb, to keep their names and their legacies alive. From this stair climber to the climbs across the U.S. and the 9/11 memorial climbs, where all of our brothers are carried to the top through runs dedicated to their memories. We will never forget our brothers for their families, the FDNY, and for our country. It's about keeping that promise that was made on 9/11. To never forget. To always remember taking them up that last 9 floors. For our brother, the 291st to be carried vertical, the second to last of Rescue 5, Staten Island Blue Thunder, before accountability. For his wife, Teresa, and son Michael Jr., to the FDNY, off and on the line. He will always be remembered. This is why we climb, so they don't become a picture on a wall or only a name on a plaque. For their families to know they will live on, and their stories will be told. Pushing up. Now that last floor, digging deep for Lieutenant Michael Russo, Staten Island, Blue Thunder, Rescue 5. Rest easy, brother. We got it from here.